Sustainable development. If you look it up, it often only addresses two concerns: the environment and the economy. But definitions of sustainable development include a third concern that is equally important: the social imperative. These imperatives come together to form sustainable development. During new development projects, social services that originally drew people to neighborhoods are lost through gentrification. But social imperatives are harder to sustain and their benefits are more difficult to measure. Because they are often lost, some believe that sustainable development is not about the integration of the three imperatives. Instead, it privileges the economy at the expense of the other two. In new urban development, even the most well-intentioned projects affect lower-income residents, artists, and community shop owners. When the market goes up, many leave, while other existing tenants are pushed out. Without explicit planning for social imperatives, sustainable communities can and do become commodities. This is sustainability for some, but not for all. Let's look at 3 cities in Canada: Victoria, Toronto, and Vancouver. In Victoria, Dockside Green is an example of a brownfield development. This type of development transforms contaminated and industrial land into attractive public and private space. Brownfields seem like great opportunities for more sustainable development since they are environmentally regenerative, offer enhanced social amenities, and provide access to more diverse housing types. In Victoria, the community surrounding Dockside Green had a significant voice in the development. But there was a requirement that fell by the wayside as costs increased: social housing. The number of affordable units is much lower than originally planned, and there is not much space for larger families. Kensington Market is a historic community in Toronto. Rent is relatively low and lot size is small. There is high population density and mostly 2-story buildings with mixed-use space. Even though Kensington is home to lower-income populations, its adjacent areas are becoming increasingly upscale. Enter Pedestrian Sundays Kensington, which began in 2002 and was organized with the help of the Sierra Club. It became a quick success with street sales, public art, and live music. But successfully attracting thousands of people to the neighborhood had its costs. Many of the traditional bulk goods and used clothing stores have been displaced by gourmet food stores and gift shops. The very things that attracted people in the first place have accelerated gentrification. Vancouver is a leader in sustainable urban design and livability. Its downtown core has one of the highest densities in North America. As more and more downtown communities become gentrified, like Yaletown and Gastown, lower-income residents are pushed out to the downtown east side where there are more single-room occupancy hotels. But the downtown east side is also shrinking. Surrounding redevelopments are concentrating poverty into a smaller and smaller space. By neglecting social imperatives during the planning process, gentrification can have unintended consequences. One example is United We Can, a successful recycling center in the downtown east side. It was created to employ people who face major housing and health barriers. Every day, at least 700 people bring bottles to the depot for recycling. This helps the broader community by recovering material that would otherwise have been landfilled. But the city of Vancouver is now locking the alleyways and waste bins behind its condo developments. And in order to make way for commercial development, the center has been pushed out to a less accessible location. In order to be sustainable, the revitalization of urban centers have to integrate all 3 imperatives: the environmental, the social, and the economic. This is sustainability for all and not for some.